Hey y'all, this episode is brought to you by BetterHelp. Look, around New Year's, we get obsessed with how to change ourselves instead of just expanding on what we're already doing right, okay? Sometimes you just gotta look inward, have a conversation. It's all about mental health, right? Look, if you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule, okay? Celebrate the progress you've already made. Visit betterhelp.com/foods today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, help.com/foods. Dudes behind the foods. Yo, it's the dudes behind the foods. Dudes behind the foods. Yeah, it's the dudes behind the foods. That's actually really fucking good. Oh! Let's record that.
It's recording, and then you peaked my mics. Thank you. Go for it when you're ready.
Again, but back here. Oh! Oh! Motherfucking David, so happy New Year, dog!
Happy motherfucking New Year. Guess what? Danny Riel was sitting right here. Got it. I'm not a seat sniffer. I'm kidding, guys. I've known Danny a long time.
No need to justify shit. It was a joke.
No, people don't get things that are jokes nowadays, dude. I've known Danny for a long time.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Get up really quick.
Okay, all right.
David So was sitting right there. Oh yeah, brother. Woo! That's how you start your 2024, motherfucker. Oh, amazing.
Oh, which was the seat that Kelly Kapowski did?
Oh, shit.
Oh my god.
Well, first of all, what's up, y'all? Happy official New Year. It's officially 2024 now that on the day of recording this. And David So, I haven't seen you in a fucking month. It's so good to see you,
Dude, let me tell you something. I am now the cure for every disease and virus. I caught Corona.
Wow.
The Ronas.
Wait, you had Rona again?
Yeah, so I had Rona, the flu, and a cold. All consecutively in 3 weeks.
Da.
Yeah, I didn't even know that was possible. So I got fucked up so bad.
How'd you get the Rona again?
Well, the Rona, I'm pretty sure that I had it and I didn't know because I didn't feel anything.
Oh, yeah, it was kind of weak, yeah?
It's weak as shit. So I didn't feel anything. And then from that point on, it was already kind of faint. I'm like, oh, so I'm pretty much done with this. And then I started feeling really bad. And so I was a judge for a dance competition called So Do You Think You Can Dance? Fucking fun as shit.
Yeah.
Every competitor has to take a shot before they dance.
Okay.
So every round they're taking a huge shot of soju. They don't have to, but if they want to.
Yeah.
So people are drunk and dancing. It was crazy.
Oh, that sounds great.
Fun as shit. So, Ryan hits me up and he goes, hey, what do I got to do to get you on this? I was like, what is this event? I was like, I'll just do it just because it sounds fucking fun.
Yeah.
And it was probably one of the best dance events I've ever been to. But problem is, it's just during this season, apparently the flu was the craziest.
Some crazy strain, dog. Yeah, everybody around me was catching that shit.
So half the people at the event got it. And so I was one of them. And then I already knew I was kind of feeling funky after the event. So I took a hot shower. I did all that other stuff, but it was already too late. The next thing you know, I sweated through my bed sheets for 5 days. So we had to keep changing and washing our bed sheets because my fever, it was going down a little bit. So I was a little concerned, but I had fever for 5 days.
Sheesh, that's dog. Isn't it after 2-3 days you're supposed to go to the doctor or some shit?
Yeah, so I hit up my buddy. He was like, well, is your fever going down? I'm like, yeah, it's going down. He goes, well, you should be fine because if it's constantly up that high, but every joint in my body was pulsating. So I wasn't getting better because I couldn't sleep because I was in so much fucking pain.
Mary was still sleeping in bed with you? She wasn't paranoid about catching it?
Well, she had a cold at the time. And then...
So she was like, oh, we're both sick, whatever.
Yeah, she didn't know if she had the cold or the flu, but she had a cold because she didn't get the body aches, the fever, or whatever. Well, guess what? After I was done with my flu, she caught the flu.
Ugh.
And then she gave me her cold.
Oh, God.
So we both swapped out, and then we were fucked again.
I did not know that could happen.
I didn't know that could happen either. So just 3 weeks, I didn't leave my bed.
Wow.
So no work was getting done. I couldn't even focus. I've never been that sick in my life, ever.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Terrible.
And now, let me tell you something. You know what's so funny? Like when you're sick, I started like switching religions. I was just like, dude, God. I was like, all right, God's not working. Let me go to Buddha. Like fucking Vishnu. I don't give a fuck. Somebody heal me.
Beyonce. That's who you forgot to pray to.
I prayed to Taylor Swift. I was like, please.
The wrong one, dog.
Oh, fuck, man.
You prayed to the white devil, dog.
Oh, I'm so sorry, dude. Dude, she, yeah, I might be a little, I might get sacrificed for this, but I was watching her like concert stuff.
Yeah.
I think the theatrics are really great, but I think she's kind of like a mid performer.
Really?
She can't really dance. She looks so stiff. Like,
So I haven't seen her concert footage. I think she is a talented songwriter, singer.
catchy as shit.
Yeah. I've never seen her live shit though. So like, I mean, her like movie of her tour. So I can't
They had
speak on
the
that.
thing. But I'm also like comparing her to Beyonce because everybody's doing that comparison. And you know, Beyonce got the dance moves and shit.
Beyonce live show is crazy.
Yeah. So you never been to Taylor Swift one?
No, I'd be interested, but I've seen Beyonce a handful of times.
And I saw both. I haven't been to either one, but I saw both, you know, things on, it was like on Hulu or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, oh man, there's levels to this shit.
I'll tell you, but seeing a Taylor Swift performance live on like the Grammys or some shit is one of the first things that like made me, I'm like, oh, she's dope. Made me like a fan, you know? And it wasn't even no poppy shit. It was on some bluegrass, you know, white people shit. It was dope.
She is country music?
She was, I think, originally leaned more country, and now she's for sure like full out pop artist, yeah.
Ah, okay.
I was gonna say my whole house was sick. Like, both babies, coughing, runny nose. Chia caught it too. Chia caught it bad. She is like, I've never felt like, probably since COVID, like felt this sick before from the flu or whatever. And so, I escaped, dog, fucking free of everything. I was washing my hands literally like when I touched anything, you know what I'm saying? Every 20 seconds, I was washing my hands. I was so dry, but your boy was trying to not be sick. Wasn't kissing Chia. If I was like what, you know, I was making, sometimes I eat a lot of Veda's leftovers. I had to like catch myself, you know what I'm saying? Not to like eat the rest of her little fucking mac and cheese that's left over or whatever. So
I would have ate all that shit.
dog, it was so hard because I feel like I don't want to waste food and this and that. So I'd be like, I'll suck down the rest of her juice and everything. But this time, dog, I just had to just throw it all away.
Let me ask you this though.
Yeah.
Let's say you're like, okay, I can't get sick. The flu is bad. She looks like she has corona or whatever, whatnot.
Yeah.
She has a fever. She's like, I need you to eat my coochie. I have to bring my fever down. What would you do?
Well, here's the thing. I just had this conversation with Rick the other day. He was like,
Okay, what the hell? Right?
no, not this. Different. He's like, if a girl that's sick gives you head, can you get sick? And I was like, no. Cause like, we're just putting stuff out. We're not taking anything in, but then at the same time, you can catch like a STI when a girl that's infected with something.
Does the flu virus transfer over to the vagina or penis?
I don't know.
Robyn Couch, could you please look that up?
I'm gonna Google it, but I really feel like it doesn't.
I really feel like it doesn't either. I don't think there's flu virus in semen.
See, that's the thing. So I don't think that eating a cooch would give me the flu. I don't know, man. Coochies are so complicated.
Because it's also another mouth.
Oh,
with
wait,
lips.
here we go.
Oh.
The safest way to have sex while you have the flu is the first thing that came up. And it says oral sex is one of the safest ways to
So
get
you're
intimate.
good to go.
Well, there you go. Everyone out there wondering if you're super horny and your partner is like sick or you're sick, you can go down on each other and you're okay.
Dude, you know what? We're out here helping people in 2024.
I think everybody just learned something. For real.
I'm actually kind of shocked right now.
You know, you would think that some type of something when you're sick would transfer to the coochie germs, right? Because it's a lot. It's a lot happening everywhere. But apparently not.
Well, guess what? The more you know.
But yeah, man. So yeah, even if I went down on Chia, wash my hands immediately. No, just kidding. I was I poured Listerine all over her. Nah, I was very just being paranoid about everything, and thank God I didn't get sick because I had work to do. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad you're healthy, and I'm glad you're here.
Lucky you, dude. Like when I see kids. Because you know what the funny thing is, I started becoming very empathetic while I was sick, and there's two things that I thought about. It's like little kids who have the flu, like little babies, they don't know what the fuck is going on.
Yes.
And I know what the fuck is going on, and I could barely handle it. I'm asking God to kill me. I'm like, just take me out fucking right. Just kill me.
I think about this all the time. Can you imagine being a baby and having your first headache? Or being even Veda's age now where she's speaking so much, but like getting your first headache and being like, what is wrong with me, right? I felt so bad, dog, because she would cough up these loogies. She's like had like very juicy coughs. You could hear the fucking loogies in her throat and chest, but she would cough it up and she didn't know how to spit it out. It would come into her mouth and she just didn't have like, just didn't know, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I would try to tell her, oh, baby, next time that happens, just spit it into my hand, right? And she would spit into my hand, but it wasn't the fucking loogie. I could tell the loogie was already swallowed.
Yeah.
And then she was just spitting spit, you know? So that has to be so frustrating because when I'm sick, I'm already just a phlegmy person. I'm like kind of phlegmy all the time. If somebody can tell me what that is, even when I'm not sick, I'm very phlegmy, right?
You have AIDS.
I mean, but hey, I don't think that's it. But or else Chia got some splaining to do. but you know, she was very phlegmy. She couldn't spit it out. Thank God one day she just coughed and one of them just flew out. You know what I'm saying? And she saw me one time hawk up a loogie and spit. She said, Daddy, what'd you spit? I was like, that's a loogie, baby. And then she came to me one day and she had told me, she had coughed it out. She's like, I had the loogie like you. I'm like, wow. Thank God.
Wow. So he finally got, that's what I'm saying. Like they're trying to figure out what's going on. And even when we know, I'm miserable. Because I'm like, dude, I'm such a baby, dude. I'm like, am I going to make it out alive from this? Like, am I going to fucking die? And then I started thinking about like, okay, dude. I started bargaining with God. I'm like, dude, God, if you just heal me right now, I'm going to go to church every Sunday. And I'm like, that's not realistic. I take that back, God. I'm going to watch like online sermons every Sunday. If not, sometimes I'll go. But I need you to like give me a couple days where I don't go because I don't know what's happening.
You know how many times God has heard that, dog? That I will start going to church again, Lord. I'm going to be better. Just save me, spare me from this. You know how many times, when I was hoeing out where I was like... I was like, oh, Lord God, just tell me this is an ingrown hair. Let this be an ingrown hair and not no disease, God. I'll be back in church, I promise, man.
No, that's why I'm like, God knows my heart. So I started here and I started backtracking a little bit. So we kind of came to an agreement that I would watch online sermons, half the time a month. And if I don't go into church, I'll watch the online sermon, which I can do.
Yeah, I got the same way. I feel like God got very annoyed with me. So I started just being like, look, man, I'm going to do what I can. I'm not going to make you no promises anymore, man, because I'm sick of lying to you.
I feel like God is like Chia when you say you're going to finish the script. He just starts rolling his eyes. Ugh. Get this fucking guy out of here, dude.
Everybody, not just Chia now, just everybody, and everybody's a part of it now.
Did you talk about your Christmas gift?
Not yet, no.
Dog, let me tell you something, man.
I was going to bring it for you. I forgot.
Don't you fucking bring me that shit. Let me tell you something, man. Listen, I get bad Christmas gifts from my parents, right? This one tops it all. This motherfucker, you gotta tell them this shit. This is fucking hilarious.
Let me go to the picture I sent you so I don't get it wrong of exactly what it is, okay? So my parents have never, aside from, when I was a little kid, like when I was a little kid, it was easy, right? I had a fucking list for Santa. It was shit like I wanted rollerblades, I wanted a video game, whatever. Like it's easy to buy presents for a little kid. And let me just say this. I know I'm difficult to buy presents for, all right? Most of this shit, I'm a very spontaneous person. If I want something, I'll buy it immediately or else I have like, fuck, I should have bought that. I have like regret, right? I'm difficult to shop for. I have a very, even though it's like, I have like, my style is my style, but it's hard to shop for me. Chill can attest to that. She's bought me stuff in the past. I'm like, thanks, baby.
And you never wore it.
I never wear it, But my parents, man, I don't know what happens in old Asian people's brains, but they just kind of, something happens, man. So for years, dog, especially after I moved out, I think my parents just never know what to buy me. Now, granted, to be fair, sometimes they're really great. Sometimes they're really good. When I was wearing the little side bags a lot, I remember my mom being like, oh, did you ever, because I used to wear a black one. She was like, you ever wear ones like with any color? I'm like, yeah, I don't mind color. So they got me a sick little Coach, little camo side bag. I used to wear that shit all the time. I really liked it, right? And then sometimes there's years where they literally only get me blown up baby pictures of me. Like giant framed baby pictures of me. They'll give to me as presents. Okay?
I just don't understand.
I don't get it either. And they'll always go to like someone they feel like is a Thai person they know that hooked it up, and the pictures are grainy and blurry as shit. I'm like, guys, I could just go to Kinko's, man.
Yeah.
It's like way more clear, but whatever. It's sweet, right? So this year, bro, I opened up this green wrapped up press. It's wrapped. And just so I sent David a picture. It's a box of black garlic extract. Premium extract.
Why in the fuck would it, like when I saw that, right? I was like, are you an 80-year-old Thai grandma?
I don't know. I don't
In
get
what
it.
world would your parents go to a store and go like, Tim, this here for Tim. And this fool says he guarantees it was a regift.
100%. 100%. My parents, look, I grew up with them. They raised me. They are notorious regifters. And I'm just like, I think in their heads, they're like, Tim's a foodie. Let's get, and then my mom's like, she was trying to prep me for it too. Literally like 2 weeks before Christmas. She was like, you ever had black garlic?
Oh my God, dude.
I'm like, yeah, I like black garlic. I've had it in ramen. It's really good. I'm thinking she was trying to test to see if I could if I just was like knowledgeable about flavors and shit, right? She's like, have you ever had black garlic? Oh yeah, Mom, I love black garlic, right? So she's like, she probably hit my dad like, we got this. No need to go Christmas shopping.
And it's not like a jar. It's a big ass box of black. Are you opening a restaurant? Why would you fucking need that much? And that's just strong as shit.
I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna eat at least one pack of it, figure out what it's hitting for.
I mean, you could like, it's a savory thing. You could do like mix it with noodles, whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody got to give you a whole ass box. That is what did they give Chia?
They gave Chia like truffle candy? A box of truffle candy.
Is it blue?
It's pink. And
I feel like they just went to Costco.
I'm not gonna lie here. I'm not gonna lie here, Mom and Dad. If you watch this shit looks old too. Like in my head, I'm like, I know Chia's not gonna like this. I'm like, let me try one. I took a bite. I was like, whoa.
Dude, that is so fucking funny, dude. And we'll come back to this after this break.
Thank God our food is here. Be right back.
Dudes Behind the Foods listeners, this podcast is brought to you by BetterHelp. How many times have I told you guys mental health is mental wealth? I'm working on my body this year, but more importantly, I'm working on my brains because this brains needs a little hugging and a little caressing, and that's where BetterHelp comes in, my friends. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Around New Year's, we get obsessed with how to change ourselves instead of just expanding on what we're already doing right. Maybe you finally organize one part of your space and you want to tackle another, or maybe you're taking your supplements every morning and now you want to actually eat breakfast too. Therapy helps you find your strength so you can ditch the extreme resolutions and make changes that really stick. I love BetterHelp. Been using it for quite a while, and look at me. There are times where I'm down, but guess what? When I am, I call my therapist on BetterHelp and he helps me get up, just like my lady does to my thing whenever okay, we're moving on from this. I'm not sure if she approves of that, but I love her anyways. If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. Celebrate the progress you've already made. Visit betterhelp.com/foods today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/foods.
Okay, my sweet boy. Are you hungry?
Yes, I am. You know what? Every time I see a brown, greasy bag, you know what it reminds me of?
What?
Fresh Prince.
Yes, Philly cheesesteak.
Oh, so you know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It always reminds me of that Fresh Prince episode.
Yeah. So this is a smash burger spot. And you know, there's a lot of smash burger spots popping up in LA. It's kind of becoming our thing out here.
What's your favorite spot so far?
I really like this spot in Venice called The Window.
Yes.
American Beauty.
Windows, one of my favorites.
Yes, super good. This is a spot I've been hearing about And when I looked to see if it was a Postmate option for us out here, it was. So this is called For the Win, okay? Smash burgers, and they look delicious.
They kind of have a similar name to the window, huh?
For the window. For the window.
A deer.
Whoa.
A female deer. A bitch. Not my wife. She's a queen.
Beyonce. Fiance turn wife. Okay, I'm hungry.
Okay.
We'll get back into it. So I got us some sweet potato fries. And some regular fries.
Wow. It just busted open.
And so of course,
Oh, that's crunchy.
some good fries. First of all, listen to this.
And it's like actually kind of cold, but it's still crunchy.
Hey, first of all, For the Win fries, popping, great fries.
I will have to say, probably one of the better fries I've ever had.
These are really good fries.
And it's not even fresh. It's good.
Okay, so I got you.
Oh, that was amazing.
A double with cheese.
Thank you.
Mine is
with the fries all stuck on it.
Mine is a double without cheese. And let's see, we have some sauces, just some ranch, and I think they're whatever this is, fry sauce. And you know what? I think I'm gonna take a picture of this because that looks great.
Fucking wow.
Whoa, yes, sir. I added jalapenos to mine. Whoa, this looks so good. Oh,
This is like fry sauce.
it looks, yeah, it is fry sauce. It looks so wet and just, here's the thing about smash burgers too. I love when the bread gets all like steamy and just soggy and wet. Like, you know, I think that's the beauty of ordering a smash burger through like Postmates or Uber Eats, because it's like that steam really makes it nice and soggy and delicious. That's how I like it. Cheers, my guy. Cheers,
Cheers up. Wow. Okay. Listen. The bun, fire.
The bun is great.
That's crazy Maillard reaction from smashing that burger. Classic. Their burger sauce is delicious.
Their burger sauce is delicious. Their beef is really like quality beef.
It has a little kick to it. It has a little heat.
Yeah, maybe you're getting the jalapeno juice from mine.
Oh, maybe.
It's just so good.
The window might have a little competition here.
I will say I like this better than the window. Yeah.
I think this might be a little better than the window.
This is so good.
I have a question.
Yes?
You mentioned that you like it when the bun gets kind of soft and soggy, and I never realized it before, but I don't mind it on a burger when the bun gets kind of soft. But if the bread on a sandwich is soggy, it's gross. Do you guys agree with that? Or
It's different type of sog because it's sog from vegetables, like water.
Oh, on the sandwich. Right.
This is like sog from just steam, from hot beef.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I will tell you this. When I'm at the bottom of like a Subway sandwich and all like the oil and vinegar and different sauces I put on it have like kind of soaked into that last couple bites, I do like that.
Maybe it's just the idea of a sandwich that's been sitting there for a minute. Because if a sandwich gets a little soggy through the process of eating it, fine. But there's something about like maybe in school when you finally get to lunch and you brown bag it.
I know what you're talking about, yep.
And you just open up your sandwich and it's just a little soggy. It's just. It's so
I know what
gross.
you mean.
I hear you. But
My favorite type of sog actually is
My favorite type of sog. Is that your memoir?
yeah. My favorite type of sog is Philly cheesesteak sog, or a Chicago beef, like the dip sandwich.
oh yeah, brother.
One of my favorite sogs in the world, dude. Is that the Mexicana cook?
Sí. Sí, señor. I was like, you know, I'm not drinking today. So I was like, we need to treat ourselves. And I rarely drink soda unless I'm drinking, but I'm like, I'm gonna just have soda today.
Man.
It's 2024.
Yeah, I don't think it is, dog. It's 224.
Yes, sir.
I was supposed to be on a healthier kick. And guess what? Whatever.
We're treating ourselves. It's the brand new fucking year. We about to take over this shit, dog.
I am actually really excited for this year, man. And
Let's go.
Yelling at me, man. Oh, you're like the guy in the weight training gym.
I'm Shia LaBeouf, bro. Do it.
You can tell I don't work out because I call it a weight training gym. I think it's just a gym, right?
You're like that guy at the working out building.
Now is the worst time to go to the gym, though. Like, it's so crowded.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I'm saying, man. I know this so fucking well. That first month, everybody on their shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? Last year, I wasn't about it. And this year, I'm about it. First month, gym is packed. February, ghost town. Ghost town.
Well, at least they're trying.
Well, this is what I'm saying. This is what I also get mad at. Like, a lot of these, like, fitness people, right? They do all these posts talking about, oh, being fit is this, you need to do this. And then people try in the year and they get out of my gym.
And they get mad and they want to gatekeep their own fucking advice that they've been giving out.
Yeah, like, what do you want from them? Let them try.
Yeah, man.
All right? Get off their fucking fat backs. All right?
Their big old backs.
Their sexy, big, juicy booty backs.
The worst is when you hear stories about plus size women being actively fat shamed in the gym. Because that's like, how are you being that mean when this person is technically doing what you yell at fat people to do all the time?
They're trying.
It makes me so sad because the gym is such a vulnerable place for a lot of people.
Hey, let me tell you something. I don't like none of that shit. I don't like these little fucking buff dudes fucking shaming other people. I don't like these little skinny bitches shaming other. Hey, let people fucking work out in peace, man. A lot of people too, like when they're big, dude, it's hard for them to go to the gym because they feel so fucking out of place. Like because I know what that feels like when I was younger. Like you just feel like you don't belong there. You feel like everybody's watching you. And then one person makes a fucking video about you, it fucks with them for the rest of their life. What's wrong with you people, man? All right?
Bro, someone, speaking of which, when I posted that video from When Foodie Calls of us roasting people walking in front
Hilarious.
of the camera, like a couple gym people commented, they tagged that guy who like calls people out for, he's like, hey, this is a public, you know, that guy with the beard.
Oh, the buff dude.
That calls people out like, hey, this is a public place. You know, like no one, like you shouldn't be entitled to whatever when you're filming in like a gym, right? And someone like,
It's not the same.
I know. Someone commented. They're like, dude, you're such an entitled influencer. I think people can't walk in front of your camera. I'm like, bro, this is not a fucking gym.
It's a food event.
This is not me on my iPhone in a gym.
There's a whole camera crew there.
We have a whole. And it's exactly what I said. I'm like, we have a whole crew. I have big ass cameras, right?
Mike's audio dude.
Yeah.
We're not there setting up a tripod, squatting, you dumb bitches.
And
we're there for an event.
And when you go to these events, they have signs up that say you are, you know, giving your permission to be filmed, right? Most of the time. And it's not like, and it's like, we're literally talking obnoxiously towards our camera, you know what I'm saying?
With a whole ass crew.
So I was like, bruh. And I was like, and he's like, yeah, but you know, when you're in public, people are still gonna walk by. I'm like, that's fine. We're gonna talk about you though.
That's the funny part, you idiots. We're not actually mad.
Yeah.
We're like, if you walk in, we're just gonna make jokes. Ain't nobody mad or upset at them. What are you talking about? And most of the time, they're fans.
People don't understand things. Ever.
I'll kill you.
This burger's really good.
Look, I'm almost done with mine.
They loaded this shit up with jalapenos. My asshole about to be on fire. But it's
What is
worth
it called?
it.
For the win?
For the win.
For the win. This is probably one of the best. Andy's one is pretty good too.
Oh. Trill Burgers.
Yeah, Trill Burgers fucking fantastic. This is some.
Trill Burgers was bomb, but they're not in LA. This shit right here is like, quality, my guy. But I'm not gonna lie, price was kind of crazy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like for these 2 burgers, 2 fries, 2 Cokes, and I guess the Postmates delivery fee. Guess how much?
35.
70.
Okay. I think the window's fantastic.
How much was each burger?
Let's see.
Now I just have to know if it was Postmates driving that up or
Oh
the
wait,
burger
oh wait.
was
I think
just-
I'm stupid. I must have looked at the wrong thing. Each burger was $8.
Oh, I don't know about.
$8 for the burger, $9 for the cheeseburger. Fries were $5 a piece. Never mind. I'm lying. It came out to $45.
Wow,
Oh, okay.
lying this early into the new year.
I don't know what happened.
Dude, look at this. Dude, Robyn is so witty right now. Robyn just figured out how to be happy, and now she's like on her shit. I
Yeah.
fucking love it.
I started microdosing safely. If you're comfortable with me saying that on the podcast.
I don't give a fuck.
Do your research. Be safe.
No. Stems, caps, eat it
All right.
all, dude. Go into another universe and come back a new person. I want you to trip out and froth in the mouth.
Yeah. Stems, caps, mushroom tips,
Dick tips.
scrotes. Yeah. all-
There is a strain of shroom called penis envy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's supposed to be really strong.
Really?
I've never heard somebody call it scrotes.
Yeah, a man would call a strong mushroom penis envy. God.
Uh-huh.
Ugh.
You know what? 2024, I'm canceling all men. I'm sick and tired of your mansogyny. All right?
Too bad they're already canceled.
Oh, are they? Mm-hmm. Yeah, trash. Mm-hmm. Men stink.
You got any fucking resolutions?
Oh, well, we already fucked it up right now.
Balance is health, David.
Oh, but this is not balanced.
Oh, his balance is terrible. He's so clumsy.
No, but then you need body that feeds your soul and body that fuels your body.
But I also
or
need
food.
to-
Wait, I'm glitching.
No.
Yeah, look at Happy Robyn sucks, dude.
So
Happy Robyn's bad at her job. We've already established.
no, see, it's all about balance, she said. So you eat this today, you starve yourself for 3 days. You binge puke for 3 days.
Thank
and
you,
then
Robyn.
you feel amazing.
Robyn, thank you.
Robyn Couch does not condone that statement.
Well,
Not fucking shrooms, Robyn, though. Shrooms, Robyn don't give a fuck, man.
speaking of self-betterment, the reason I'm not drinking today isn't because I care about my liver. Fuck that shit. Alcohol all day. It's because in a couple of days I'm getting a laser situation for my acne scars.
This is what I wanted to talk to you about,
Yeah.
man.
Please.
First of all, number one, very exciting. I have watched laser scar stuff removal. I don't have issues with that. I have a little bit of scarring on the side, but not much. I just think it's fascinating, right? Because they do this a lot for resurfacing, and it helps regenerate your skin. Have you been self-conscious about your skin for most of your life?
Since I started getting pimples, yeah.
Yeah.
I got pimples. I broke out pretty heavily in junior high when I officially hit puberty, broke out a lot on my forehead and nose and cheeks. And my mom told me, don't fucking pick at your pimples, especially the ones on my cheeks. And I didn't listen, and I did. And, now I got these scars forever, On the right side, it's not as bad. The left ones get a little intense,
Your scarring is not as bad though. It's actually the videos I see with people who get it, you don't even look like you have any. Theirs bad, and the healing process is fucking nuts. So you're gonna be out for a couple weeks.
The lady told me 2 sessions, my skin will look super smooth. So yeah, I was reading. It said no drinking alcohol for 10 days prior.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy, right? It was funny because I was supposed to do it 2 weeks ago going into Christmas break. I was like, cool, I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna be home. Let's just knock it out. And then I finally read the fucking thing a night or two before. And I emailed the woman. I'm like, hey, so I've been drinking a lot. Should I reschedule this?
Not even. I had a drink.
No.
Listen, I've drowned myself in tequila.
Dude, I was literally I was going through the days that I was drinking because it was I was filming Dudes with Danny, and then I was
Oh yeah.
I was shooting No Chaser with who did I have subbing with me? Somebody else. I was drinking tequila, and then I was at some other thing, and I was drinking this. I was literally drinking every other day for a week, and I was like, hey, so I probably have been drinking a lot for the past couple weeks, six or so times. I'm like, should I reschedule? And the woman replied, she's like, I understand, LOL. And she's like, yes, you should probably reschedule.
I understand.
So now, 10 days, no drinking. Told y'all I'm not an alcoholic. I can do 10 days. I'm
They explain
shaking.
why though you can't. What is the reasoning? I'm
sure
just so
it's-
curious.
It's something about because when you drink it like kind of thins your alcohol.
blood.
Your blood.
Look at this. This fool's so drunk right now. He wants alcohol so bad.
I'm feeding for this shit. So your and when it's with the it's gonna mess up the healing is what it is.
Okay, yeah. No, that makes sense.
Yeah. So
I kind of want to just get some lasering done
for what?
just to like make it all pure.
Dude, your skin's fucking beautiful already.
Yeah, but it could be even better.
You both have really nice skin, I just have to say. Like, Tim, I understand zeroing in on an insecurity, but every time I see both of you, I think your skin looks great.
Robyn, but my scars. Look, whenever I watch Koreans on TV, I'm like, these motherfuckers went through some type of crazy shit.
So it's true. That's like not even like a secret thing. So when you do the whole K-pop, thing, they put you through a whole skincare regimen. It's like a whole 6-month thing. And they get rid of all your pores. Your skin looks like fucking glass. It's nuts. And even early on, for a lot of people, they start Botox really early.
Really?
So you just don't develop wrinkles in general. And it's like, I feel like now, unless you're, I don't know, in your 60s and 50s or whatever, like they do minimal Botox just so you don't wrinkle up your, skin in your face a little bit. And I knew somebody, my buddy Edric, it was a girl that he was dating. She did it for a living. And she's been doing Botox since she was like, I say in her low 20s. And when I met her, I thought she was like, honestly, like 21 or 22. This bitch was like 35. I was like,
Wow.
What the fuck? And she takes care of her skin really well. She goes, yeah, I just do minor Botox in like the wrinkle areas. And it's just kept my skin nice since then. And in her 30s, her skin was immaculate, dude.
Yeah, man, that's the thing too. And we're gonna talk about it right after this break. That's the thing too. If I'm, of course, trying to write these movies. Well, let me not get ahead of myself. I'm trying to write this movie, where I'm writing us as like mid-20s. And granted, when you watch a TV show, motherfuckers be like, I'm in high school and they look 35. You know what I'm saying? Like, but for us, if I want to continue to, just write certain stories, I want to look, I want to maintain the facade that I'm a younger man. You feel me? So I just want to keep everything together,
How much is it going to cost for 2 sessions? Because I know in the States it's a lot more expensive. Like in Korea, I heard it's like maybe a tenth the price.
So even when I Google the specific process I'm getting, which is called Cool Laser, Cool Laser, it even says online, it's like, it can be pricey because it's one very specific Beverly Hills doctor that does this process.
And maybe that's why you only need 2 sessions, and the healing process is a lot better, right?
I guess. I mean, it's gonna be like at least a week where I look sunburned. It said sunburned and peeling, and then and I'm sure it's gonna be uncomfortable for like a good week, peeling, red, maybe a little like I don't know, just oozy. Even.
You got to show me pictures for sure.
I will for sure. I will. And but yeah, it's gonna be like a few thousand per sesh for sure.
Yeah.
So
I heard like in Korea to do like laser like the whole facial laser treatment, whatever, it's like $1,000.
really,
Yeah, it's like that cheap,
Oh,
or
shit.
something around that. People who have done it in Korea can attest to it. But I looked it up a while ago, and like I wanted to do this whole skin treatment thing. It was like $1,100,
really.
and that's crazy. A friend of mine did it, and it was. She got her spots removed, did the whole thing. It was like about $1,000. It was crazy for the full treatment.
Wow.
And then I think she had to do one more, but obviously she had to leave to Korea. And they're like, oh, we could do more. We need one more session. I'm already leaving. And they're like, I was like, how much is the other session? It's like another $200. So
Damn, for real?
$1,300.
That's like what they charge for little Botox shots out here.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's just, if you're out in Korea and you have time and you do want to do, a little skin refresher, I suggest you just do it out there because it's just way cheaper. So kind of save up for that if that's something that you want to do.
I was at a gifting suite for one of these Asian galas, for the Unforgettable Gala, and someone handed me, it was like a little spa skin place. They're like, okay, well, would you like some coupons for Brotox?
That's so fucking funny. It's just Botox, guys.
Yeah, Botox for guys.
There's no such thing as male Botox. It's just Botox. Guys.
Brotox, brother.
Oh, my bad, brother. We need some Botox, man. Dog, everybody be getting Botox out here, man.
It's kind of just a way of the world, you know?
I think it's like now it's gotten to a point where you can't, like I said, unless you're in that older age or, you know, girls get really excessive with it, then you can tell. Because you know what? Here's the thing too, guys. Y'all gonna age, right? You gotta age with grace at a certain point. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to have a few wrinkles here and there. It's okay to be a little old, dog. You can't fight Father Time. You can try your best to slow it down.
Right.
But you know, when you stop looking like a human, you know, maybe you got a little therapy or something.
I want to be able to express myself in my face. I have a very expressive face, right? So I feel like I like being able to do that. But I also feel like sometimes I can't hide my face. So maybe it'd be good to get some Botox. You know what I'm saying?
My mom asked me like a few years back, she goes, what do you think if I just got a facelift? I said, well, you do what you want. But if you're asking me as your son, no. She's like, why? It's like, because you're my mom's face. Like, you change your face. You don't have the face that I grew up with. You know, like you may look at it like it's old or whatever, but that's the face that I love. So if you're asking me personally, no, I would hate it. You know?
Just pay for that woman's facelift and shut up.
I think that's just what she wanted to hear. She's like, oh, okay. And then she doesn't care anymore. But my other buddy, Ed, his mom got a facelift in Korea. He says she looks like 20 years younger.
Really?
Yeah. But I feel like, you know, Korea is like that spot. You know what I mean? Because, you know, she had all the loose skin or whatever. She says she looks like she's in her 40s now.
Wow.
Which is insane, man.
She's single?
I know. Let me tell you something. She has a flu.
Hey, well, look, man. If you want a woman that'll give you some nice garlic extract for Christmas, I'm sure my dad wouldn't mind, dog.
Take her.
Please.
Please. She gives the worst Christmas gifts ever.
Bro, but I do, aside from external health, I do need to work on my internal a little more because, like, my eyes, bro, like, are getting just kind of like, I'll tell you when I knew I needed, like, more rest and sleep and just kind of more water. Veda was like, Daddy, what color are my eyes? I'm like, they're like brown and black, baby, right? And I'm like, what color are my eyes? Look. And she goes, yellow and brown. I was like, oh, God.
Daddy has jaundice.
I was like, oh.
This is such a random question. Veda gets older. She realizes she has a little bit of African heritage inside her.
Is she allowed?
And then she starts dropping that N-bomb all over the place. What do you do?
I would tell her, baby girl, I realize that you're growing up in an area where that word is probably getting thrown around a lot with your friends, as it was with us growing up in high school. And I'm like, baby girl, I know you are a quarter black, but you do not look it. So
You got straight ass hair.
yeah, I feel like it would be in your best interest to maybe not.
And then when she's like, shut up.
Yo, bitch ass.
I was like, Daddy is not black.
And she's like, you just mad because you can't. And she storms off. Yeah. But you know what? I feel like the kids today.
Mommy, you have to come in here and deal with this.
Yo, I know, right?
You deal with it.
Like Chia, but also Chia was never, even though, you know, Chia's half black, that was never a part of her vocabulary either, you know? But also I feel like that has a big part to do with where she grew up. There wasn't a lot of like diversity in her high school. Mainly white, and she just had a bunch of, her friends were mostly Asian, to be honest.
Yeah.
With a couple Eritrean people there, but.
Can Veda have an Instagram and a TikTok? At what age? Well, who knows if it'll be around then, but I don't know.
Well, let's see. TikTok is, I think you're allowed to have a TikTok at 13, I think is the age requirement.
Yeah.
If she had a TikTok at 12, I wouldn't mind. 12? Yeah. I would for sure. I mean, it's impossible to watch everything she watches, but
Would you let her post?
probably. Yeah. I would just keep an eye on it.
Yeah. That's the hard part, right? It's like, how do you balance this out? Because everybody her age is going to be on it. Everybody is going to do this. And then it's like, where do you step in and be like, okay, you could be on it, but is there child safety stuff on those apps? I think there is.
Yeah.
You can also, I think,
Well, you can age
download
restrict it.
something to your phone, to your kid's smartphone that does kind of age block in age restrict and like restrict downloading certain things for the whole phone, I believe.
Because you could do that with YouTube, you do that with all that stuff. So
Yeah.
I think, because I had this discussion with my cousin, and his kid turned 11 and he just gave him a phone. And I was like, oh, how do you manage this? He goes, oh, I control everything on that phone. It's like, during the weekdays, that's only for calling his friends and he could be real his friends or whatever, and that's it. On the weekdays, if you want to watch a few things here and there, he can, but it's restricted, right? He knows what he can and can't do. And they're not allowed to take their phone or their iPads into their room.
Oh,
So
that's a good one.
So it's like, we keep it open and honest, and his kids are open and honest with him.
Yeah.
I mean, he's very hands-on. Like, if anything else, like, I would love to be like a parent like him. But I did ask him, I was like, how do you do that? He goes, it's fucking tiring.
Yeah, man.
He goes, my parenting style is tiring as shit. I'm exhausted.
Oh, yeah, that's your boy that was, they were limiting screen time. They did no screen time at first for their babies, right?
No, this one, he didn't, these kids didn't look at phones or TVs or nothing for the longest time. And they do now, but they have specific times where they can and they can't.
Bruh, not gonna lie. After we got into this like routine of like taking Veda to like daycare and my gym and like everything we were doing, when we had this little week and a half, 2 week break where there was like no, mind you, she's not even in school yet, but it was like no gym, no daycare, and we had to like fill her days with activities. Like, yeah, I'm used to doing it kind of like every other day, like all day with them if I'm not working. But this time I was like, at one point, and Veda's at an age now where she can actually just sit and chill, right? There was a day, dog, it might have been Christmas Eve or a couple days before Christmas. I was sitting on the couch with Veda. She's just in my lap watching whatever the fuck she watches. This like show with like talking avocados and shit, this little cartoon. And I'm like, man, she's watched a lot of TV today. I'm like, I'm so tired. Whatever, baby. It's the holidays, you know?
Yeah. I think that too. Like, I'm always asking other people for advice because I don't know, like when I have a kid. And then, one of the things too, like one of my friends, she told me that, I was like, how do you feel about like cursing, like people, like your friends cursing around your kid? And she goes, honestly, I can't control that. She goes, I'll tell what the kid to do in my household, but I also let them know like, hey, Uncle David, Uncle Tim or whatever, they're going to be saying stuff. You can't follow it. Just know that we have rules, because she goes, when they go out to school and stuff, they're going to hear it all the time. And that's just life. In my household, I have rules. So if you come into my house and I ask you, hey, can you not curse in front of my kid? Please respect it because it's my house. We're outside. That's the world's rules.
That's the world.
It's like, yeah, I'm hopefully as a friend, if I ask you, I wouldn't. But if I did, you wouldn't do it. And I was like, yeah, of course. And she was like, yeah, but if you curse in front of my kid, I don't care because that's life.
Yeah. We definitely, I didn't think I would care in the house.
Yeah.
Because I'm such a potty mouth. And then once I realized how
everything.
much they suck it in and spew it back out, I was like, ooh, I tried to be way more cautious of it. And we'll tell our homies, hey, language, what the fart? What the fart? You know what I'm saying?
As a general rule, even if I don't know, I'm very conscious of not doing it. It'll slip out here and there because, we forget if we're joking around and stuff. But I'm just like, I don't want to be the one who's like, I learned that from Uncle David. I'm like, ugh, I hate that shit,
You know what I even do now, which I was so against before? People would be like, because, when I started putting Veda in the vlogs, I was still just kind of talking my shit, doing my regular shit. And people, but people loved watching the family vlogs, right? But I was still cussing. I wouldn't bleep anything until people sending me more and more videos of like their toddlers watching my vlogs of Veda. And then next clip would be like me like cussing up a storm with the homies, right? I'm like, all right. Even though I feel like you should still probably watch the videos before you let your kid watch, right?
Yeah.
All videos, if you can. I know that's difficult. So now I will bleep fucks and shits. And also, but there was like one vlog where it was like 3 minutes of me just drunk with the homies.
Yeah.
Cussing and making dick jokes, all types of shit. So I put a little like, it cut from Veda and I was like, hey guys, So if you're watching with your child, just so you know, there's gonna be a lot of curse words here, so you should probably turn this part off. You
Yeah.
know, I'm way more conscious of it now.
Yeah.
You know?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, my friend's kid's so cute, right? But you could tell he absorbs everything and he learns things super fucking fast. Like, for example, Mario was like saying this Taiwanese phrase, like, kuyi, right? Heard it once all day, kuyi. He kept saying it over and over and over and over and over. And then I started playing this game with him when he was like tying stuff he was, but I was like, hey, no. And then he goes, no. I'm like, oh shit. They just mimic everything. So I get, a little freaked out. And they were telling me the story where they came back and the kid was like, something along the lines like, fuck that, right? And he was like, what? He was like, where'd you learn that? He goes, from grandpa. And they go, it's like, yo, you been cursing in front of the kid? He goes, no, I didn't. He goes, he literally said it was you, unless he's lying.
Yeah.
He goes, I didn't fucking say it. It's like, right there.
Here's what Veda does now that we're trying to fix is she goes, oh my Jesus. So we're trying to curve it and be like, oh my G's. But she, oh my Jesus. Like, oh God. And I mean, granted, it's not like bad, but it's still like, just chill out with that, you know?
You want to say the Lord's name in vain when you're a little older?
Yeah, do your thing.
Do your thing. But for now, oh my cheese.
Yeah. Or I'm like, hey, keep that God shit out of this house, okay? None of that Jesus malarkey in this house.
Better cut that out, dude. Better be on my booty. Look at this chain. Look at this damn chain.
Better be some Hail Satan.
Listen to Lil Nas X right now. Which, by the way, he's on his Jesus tip.
Yeah, he put out a little Christian-esque song. Yeah,
I'm not gay no more. I love women's.
Did you? Let me tell you something funny that fucking Veda did the other day while we're on the subject. So Q is beginning to learn how to crawl, right? So I was like, Veda, look, your brother's trying to crawl. Like he doesn't know how to walk like you. You know, can you teach him? Or like I forgot what I said. I was like, he doesn't know how to walk like you. She gets up, starts strutting around. She goes, Q, look.
Oh
like
my
this,
God.
like this, Q, like this. And I
He's
said,
like in your face type of stuff. Oh.
and then I slapped her for being a showboat.
Oh, there you go, dude.
And she said, oh my Jesus, Dad.
What's wrong with you, Mom? Well, guys. That wraps up this episode of Dudes Behind the Foods.
Yo, For the Win Burgers.
Fantastic.
So good.
If you want to send us like a couple of gift cards,
That'd be cool.
I would appreciate it. This is fucking amazing. You guys did an amazing job, and I appreciate restaurants that put the R&D into their food. Thank you so much. Some of the best fries I've ever had, and one of the best smash burgers ever.
And this is like gonna go on my list of like when people are like, what should I eat in LA? Yeah. I'm gonna recommend. Thank y'all for watching. Happy New Year. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe for all that bullshit. Follow David, follow me. And I hope you guys have a great week.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Yo, it's the dudes behind the food. Dudes.